2,089 pounds doesn't just sound like a lot, it actually is. To put that into perspective for you, our station car weighs about 3,000 pounds according to various mechanic websites. So these girls' efforts help donate a compact car's weight in the form of food. Right now I'm in Eddyville, where there is no ban on pit bulls and where Bella would be allowed to live. But in only a couple of miles, I'm in Ottumwa City Lines, where Bella is considered a vicious animal. It's probably about 4 feet, maybe even bigger, of just bumpy roads. And I just wanted to, show you that it's probably about an inch, give or take. But imagine going downhill at 45 miles per hour, and some people even go a bit more. But imagine going that speed and hitting this bump. It could cause your car some terrible damage, and unfortunately, for some people, it has. I am here at the 47th annual Oktoberfest. They have live music, beer, and food out here, and this is going to be going on into the weekend. And I'm also here with Austin. Come on over here. All right, so I got to ask, tell me what's going on with your outfit?
Well, this would be a more of a traditional German garb for the event. These are lederhosen, and the socks, I can't remember what the socks are called, but that's pretty much it, a traditional outfit.
Oh, so you're really getting festive here. What's your favorite thing about Oktoberfest? That's right, I am out here having a spooky time, but I am also here with Jason. So come on over here, Jason.
Hi.
All right, so what can people expect when they come out here?
Oh my gosh, so much Halloween fun. We got some celebrity horror movie guests. We got vendors, a lot of artists, and they make their own stuff. A lot of horror-ish, autumn, Halloween-inspired stuff. We got an international film festival. We got 65 short horror films from 13 different countries playing all weekend long. We got events. We got costume contests. Oh my gosh, it's a kitchen sink of Halloween fun.
So I am here with
Brian Bennett.
Brian Bennett. And how high are we?
We are now 800 feet.
Wow, 800 feet. So I couldn't really set up my tripod camera up in here, but I'm improvising with my phone. So tell me again how long you've been a pilot?
I've been a pilot about 41, 42 years. So.
And what's the best thing about piloting?
It's a sport not many people do. It's enjoyable to be up here and see everything. I mean, you can see for miles up here as you look around. It's a different kind of sport than a lot of people do. So.
Hello, I'm Tasha Turner in for Beth Walden. Off the top at 5, today might have been the coolest day of the week, so make sure to take precautions while planning a lot of time outside. Chief Meteorologist Riley Fannin joins us now with the first check of your forecast. Iowa has seen an increase in COVID cases throughout the summer. Last week, the Iowa Department of Public Health reported there have been more than 5,000 new cases of COVID in the past 7 days. Wapello County is not among the 8 counties, such as Lynn and Johnson, which are experiencing high transmission rates. According to the IDPH, a total of 65 positive cases have been reported in Wapello County last week. Most of these cases are of the Omicron variant. Positive cases are mostly being seen in young adults, with 20% of cases reported in the 18 to 29 age group and 17% in adults ages 30 to 39. Currently, Wapello County sits just above a 50% vaccination rate. Haley Kopp described Saturday night as another normal night. After returning home from bowling at around 9:30, she came home to police officers and fire trucks surrounding her house.
I just remember putting my car in park and running up and just asking, is my house on fire? And they said yes. And I didn't really quite click in my head, like my house is gone. Like in my head, it's a small fire, I can go back inside.
Once they showed her the backyard, she knew it wasn't just a small fire.
This was where all of his toys were, some of his sister's stuff, a few items. But this is just where the smoke really hit really bad. Like none of this I'm gonna be able to save, like you can tell it's all covered there. This was the kitchen. This is where they knocked the ceiling out to stop the fire. But this is where the fire was back here very badly. And then this is our room, which wasn't on fire, but all the smoke in here. I've gone through our drawers to see if anything's savable, and it's not. It's all covered in blackness.
The only belongings she has left are the items in her car.
The stuff I have in my car. I've walked through there a few times. I don't think there's anything that we're going to be able to keep. Everything's covered in just really dark smoke.
COP is thankful to the community.
It's quite tough. I think I'm still in shock. Haven't really processed that my house is gone. I mean, being here and seeing it's starting to hit. I've just been so busy trying to figure stuff out for him that I haven't had time to think about it and process.
She is also thankful none of her family was in the house when the fire started. COP's landlord is currently working with her to find a new place. When Dennis Wagner found out the Wapello County Republican Party was holding a rifle raffle July 16th, he was shocked.
My first thoughts were, you got to be kidding. After the mass shootings with assault rifles in Buffalo and Uvalde, Texas, I thought, you got to be kidding. This can't really be.
Chair of the Wapello County Republican Party, Trudy Cavanis, says they planned this raffle around 5 months ago, before the recent shooting in Texas.
We had chosen the AR-15 as it's a very popular rifle. And so that is the rifle that we chose at that time. Obviously, different things that happen in the world came into play in that time frame. But because of the license, we had to continue with what we had originally planned.
Wagner's main concerns revolve around making sure the person winning the rifle is mentally stable.
There'd be no chance to do an adequate background search on this person to make sure they weren't homicidal or suicidal or had other mental difficulties.
Cavanis says before doing this raffle, she got with a local gun shop owner, the Wapello County Sheriff, and the Wapello County Attorney. She also says they're taking the proper steps to ensure the person receiving the rifle is fit to handle a gun.
There's so many rules and regulations in the gun industry, and he's the one that knows them all. So obviously we went to this person who has the, everything, and the gun will never be in our possession. It will go from the gun store, Foxhole, to the winner, and he will make sure all the paperwork, which includes the background checks and so on and so forth, are all correct.
According to Wagner, no one should have a reason to own a military weapon because of how dangerous and deadly they are. Instead of giving away a semi-automatic rifle, Wagner says he wants them to raffle off a hunting rifle.
I would suggest that rather than raffling off a deadly assault weapon, raffle off a expensive hunting rifle, possibly with an expensive scope. This would be not only safer for a chama, but it'd also be an advantage. If they give away an expensive hunting rifle, that will allow the winner to go hunting and come back with edible meat that they actually cook and eat.
Despite the controversy, owning a semi-automatic rifle is legal in Iowa. And because of rules and the license regulations, Cavanis says they will still be raffling off a rifle come July 16th.